Hello and welcome to this quick demonstration video just to show you the building generator here on the Bespoke Steel Buildings website. Once you've registered with your email address, your phone number and your name, you should be able to get a registration key which will get you into the application proper, and the first screen you'll see is this one. It allows you to set the height, the span, the length or the width of the building if you like, and the pitch of the roof. These can all be set using drop-down lists just to make it nice and easy. You can select your flashing trim colours to be whatever colour you desire. When you go into each elevation, there are various different options that appear. If we go to the front of the building, one thing a lot of you will want to do is put bays in your steel building and doors and roller doors and that sort of thing. And so if I wanted to say put 4 bays in, the drawing will automatically update to show the 4 bays. The application itself is clever enough that it won't let you put in an invalid number of bays. So if I wanted to put just 2 bays in, it will tell me that the bay width is outside of the valid range. That's not to say it's impossible, but it's certainly impossible in terms of this generator, and you may need to get in touch with Bespoke Steel Buildings separately to see if they can actually help you. So back to the demonstration, I'll put 4 bays in, and now I've got the option to either adjust one bay individually or do all of them at the same time. In a lot of cases you may just want a uniform solution across all the bays, so if I select all bays, I'm then able to put a roller door in. Say if I select yes here, I'll be asked to put in the width, the height and the colour of the door, and before I put any of these in, the roller door won't appear. All of these measurements are in millimetres, so if I want to put in a door that's 2 metres wide, say, by 2.5 metres tall, as soon as I tab off this field, you'll notice that the roller doors appear on the image. Of course I can make these any colour I want, and the image will update as I go. If I want to add a PA door or a fire door to all the bays, remember, then it's as simple as selecting PA door or fire door from the drop down list. You'll notice that if I go back to the home and make this flashing trim colour something a bit more obvious, you'll notice that the flashing and the trims around all the doors and across the bottom of the building itself update real time, so you can see basically what your building is going to look like. If I go to the roof, you can see that I have the option of adding roof lights, and it'll add them in automatically. Now obviously this building generator is fairly fixed in terms of what the roof lights look like, but it is to get an educated idea of what your building is going to look like, and it allows Bespoke Steel Buildings as a company to get a reasonable estimate of cost. You've got the options for anti-condensation on the roof, of course, so this is information that will be put through onto your drawings, and it'll obviously affect the estimate that comes out of the other end. Another nice option on the gable ends, for example, a lot of people would like just one bay on the gable end with maybe a wide roller door, and so that is an option, but only on the gable ends. You're able to select a single bay, and if I put a roller door in here that's say 5 meters wide, it will allow me to do that. If I make that blue, you'll notice the flashing and trim around the gable end and across the bottom as well. Another thing a lot of people would like to do on buildings is add a brick level in, and so it's not just steel sheeting across the bottom. And if you select brick block from the cladding drop down list here, you'll notice that it doesn't immediately update, and that's because you need to put a brick height in. So if we put a metre in, again this is in millimetres, and we tab off the field, you'll notice that it puts a brick block layer in on the elevation here. Worth note is the information box in the top right here. If you're ever stuck on any of the elevations and you click on the information box, it will show you various information about that elevation and what you can do on it. Once you're happy with your building, you can click Save Estimate Parameters and it will log the information. If we save those estimate parameters now, it gives you the option to either request the estimate or viewing the drawings. What it will recommend, and I don't think it will let you request the estimate without viewing the drawings, but it's well worth viewing them anyway, because it gives you an idea of what the building will look like. It warns you because it's quite a big image. It gives you an idea of what the building will look like with the roller doors and the roof lights in as well, and the brick layer that we put in the rear there, and it's got all the standard key and information. It's just like a standard elevations drawing, and it's very useful. It's almost usable by the contractors themselves, the builders, to build your steel building. Once you've seen it and you're happy with it, you can close that window and you're still perfectly at liberty to go back into your drawing and change it if you want to, and that's important to note. So you can almost use this as a staging, a final check, and if you've seen something that you don't like or you need to add, then there's nothing to stop you going in here, say on the left gable. I took that roller door out, so let's put it back in. 5 meters, wasn't it? Let's make it blue. And I can save the estimate parameters again, and all that's done is updated my system, so I can now have my big roller door in the left gable. And I think that's a very important thing to note, that viewing these images doesn't necessarily mean that it's the end of your interaction with the building generator. You can use it, you can close it, you can go back in, you can change your building, and all of this before you click Request Estimate. Once you click Request Estimate, of course, it goes through to the buildings, Bespoke Steel Buildings team, and obviously it includes all of your information, your name, your email address, your phone number. It also includes an attachment, which is the image that you've just generated. And with all this information, they can get in touch with you and get you the best estimate